GOP frontrunner Donald Trump leading the way with the highest number of delegates. I want to bring in Trump campaign national co-chairman Sam Clovis. Sam, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Well, good to see you guys this morning.
Well, clearly Donald Trump continues to do really well across the country. How is he going to take Ohio, knowing that John Kasich has such a strong foothold there?
Well, I think it's going to be interesting to see what the turnout is. I mean, a lot of different factors are in play here. It is close. I think that we have the opportunity to edge it out. We were actually polling behind John Kasich in Michigan, and we ended up with a double-digit win there. So, you know, and I'm not, you know me, I'm not one of those to ever hang my hat on a poll. I mean, I could go in there and tear the statistics to pieces. Everybody can. And so we're just going to have to wait and see what the voice of the people is going to pronounce tonight when the polls close and we get an opportunity to count those votes.
Sam, let me read something to you from somebody who doesn't like Donald but is in Florida right now and is going to vote for him. I think it's simple. Republicans are fed up with the party getting them the House and the Senate and not doing anything. Cruz cannot win the general election. At least Trump has a shot. Is that what this is all about? Is that what is happening in this country?
Well, I think one of the things, Gary, we've been talking about for a long time. I mean, since I joined the campaign in August, and a lot of us have been out here trying to get the people to focus in. And what we're talking about is the pundit class, the media, the donor class, the ruling class here in Washington. Everybody seems to have turned a 10 ear to the American people, and the American people are speaking. And I'm part of that movement. I went out and worked my tail off in 10 to get people elected. I went out and worked hard in 14, actually ran for office myself, and then helped folks get elected there. And we were betrayed. We no sooner get the ink signed on the ballots and we come to Washington, D.C., the new Congress sits down, and what do? They pass this incredibly horrible budget, incredible, horrible spending plan. And again, it's just they're thumbing their nose at us, and they've been patting us on the head for the past 30 years, and the American people have finally fed up. And I think this is the point.
Yep.
Hi, Sam. This is Morgan.
Hi, Morgan.
Good morning. I'm a proud native Floridian. I often talk about that here. One thing that I was really struck with yesterday is that the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, came out yesterday for Donald Trump. She's incredibly popular with the base. I thought that was a huge move. What I'm looking for in Florida today is really, I think it would be a miracle for Marco Rubio to pull it off. Really a miracle. Yep. So because Florida is a closed primary, I'm looking, can Mr. Trump get over 40%? Because all of the pundits have said that he can't do well in closed primaries. Do you think he can get over 40% tonight in Florida in a closed primary?
Well, again, we go back to the polls. He's certainly polling over 40% right now. And I think that this notion of putting an arbitrary cap on the performance of Mr. Trump, again, is wishful thinking. I think we've already performed well above 40% in a lot of polls. We're running above 40% in the national polls. So, again, and no pushback on this. It's just the idea that I think when we go out here and put an artificial cap, or we say, well, we're hoping he doesn't get above 40%, I think that's what it really is wishful thinking.